Hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have. That's a lie. I stepped on a yellow jacket nest yesterday. Didn't even make it to the cellar hole, and from what I can count, I have at least 15 stings. I did have kind of a reaction to it, but thankfully we all made it out of the woods okay, and I'm here for you today to present a video. Oh, and by the way, that still happened even though I was being hyper vigilant about looking for yellow jackets on the forest floor. So that sucked. Anyway, this week's video is, ironically I guess, in the woods. Thankfully, I filmed this well before the yellow jackets started coming out this year. And I had a theory. My theory was that if I were to hunt those blow-through areas along the stone walls, for those of you who don't know what I mean by a blow-through, I'm talking about logging, deforestation, equipment just blowing through these colonial walls without giving a crap about their history. Yeah, it makes me salty sometimes. But there is a plus side to that, which is the land movement. So I was thinking with that type of land movement, maybe there would be some relics that were relatively close to the surface. Turns out my theory was absolutely correct, and I managed a good handful of nice quality colonial relics. Now before we get into the video, as a reminder, I do sell metal detecting equipment now, so if you need anything metal detecting related at all, please shoot me a line on Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at stefdigs@gmail.com. Alright, without further ado, let's hop in. Okay, I'm on my way to explore a new spot in the woods today, and let me tell you, it feels really refreshing to be out here even though it's 90 degrees. I have not hunted the woods in, I don't know, a couple months now. There's a stone wall right there, and there's a cellar just that way, but I've really pounded it to death. There were some interesting looking structures on a map way back that way, maybe another half mile. So not way back that way, but in any case, as I was walking there, I got a 6, 7, 8 kind of signal. Sounding pretty solid, and that's because we have a button, I believe. We do, I can feel the shank. It's got to be a tombac with how low that was ringing up. Yep. Yep, it's got an iron shank. That's also what was throwing the signal way down. Cool. Well, per usual. If there's something on the front, I will let you know, but otherwise, I'll see you on the next hole. Well, I took about 5 to 10 steps, and I got a really similar signal on the Equinox that I just did for that tombac button, but that's not what this is. I thought I was pushing a nail around in the hole, but then I took a pretty good look at this, if I can get it in the sun better, and actually now I'm doubting myself. I thought this was part of a knee buckle, but this seems intentional and not broken. This half is broken. I wonder what the heck that was. Spectacle buckle? Huh. I don't know. I don't think it's a drawer pull either. That's a weird little oddity. I'm definitely going to have to get back to you on that one. Hopefully I'll have it identified by the time this video comes out. But yeah, I guess I'll stay in this little immediate area for now because clearly I've never swung here, and I've been here a few times in the past. So, all right, cool. Okay, well now I'm getting really excited because I walked another few feet, got a slamming solid 18 signal, sounded like a coin, and it might be. Either that or it's a dandy button. It's one of the two, and both of those really excite me. See roundness right in the bottom of the hole, and I did not even feel it yet. Feels more like a coin. I think that's a, well, no, I don't know. No, I think it's a dandy. Yeah, it's a dandy. I can see the shank popping through as the mosquitoes are eating me alive. Whew, it's a crusty one. Let me brush that off and come back. Hey, maybe it's my second GW. That'd be really something, wouldn't it? I've been in a dry spell recently, so that would be awesome. But wow, that's so cool. I can't believe how cakey it is, though. You know what's weird is that the site that's right behind me produces nothing but beautiful coppers. I've dug 2 really nice coppers there. I know that's not a lot, but both of them were in perfect shape. You get anywhere away from the hole, though. I dug a slick copper, and that last tombac was really crunchy. And this guy, the dirt just doesn't want to come off. So, all right, I'll get right back with you. Well, what you didn't see is that I've been standing here for like 15 minutes trying to pop the dirt off. It really didn't want to come off, but I have enough information to confirm that it's not a GW. That is perfectly fine though. It's a beautiful button. I know it's going to clean up really well. Sometimes when you get that really caked on dirt, it's actually protecting the relic that's underneath. So that's a beautiful button. Very happy with that, even if it's not a GW. Look at this guy. Almost stepped on him. It's huge. Oh, there he goes. Whoops, where'd you go? Good camouflage, buddy, but I almost stepped on you. You gotta be careful. Okay, well, those other potential sites that I was talking about didn't pan out. This is actually a different day. I'm back where I found what I now know to be a drawer pull, dandy button, and tombac button. I think I just got another tombac. And it was reading a solid 10, very loud. Yeah, it's a button. Sweet. Seems really chewy like the other one. The other one, when I got it home and cleaned it off, I saw it was pretty burnt up. But hey, we will take that all day long. That's the right stuff. So we're in the right spot. And Nicola's out here with me today. She hopped that rock wall. That's actually kind of attached to a cellar that's that way. And I've never found a whole lot out there, maybe a couple of buttons, but you know, people have been coming here for years, I think. So anything is a good find. Well, old stuff anyhow. Well, I'm just out exploring this field right now. I know it doesn't look like a field, but it is, so you're gonna have to trust me. I got a 17 signal. It's really, really loud, and we did just get a lot of rain, so I guess it makes sense as to why the depth was actually probably 8 inches below this nice big fat root here. But I popped it out. See something round, so I'd have to assume that's a button that wants to come out and play. Haven't even looked at this yet. Ooh, look at that. Got a nice design on there. All right, let's clean that up real quick. Well, I did the best I could, but I just can't get the cake off of this. I tried my plastic bristle brush and my toothbrush. No dice. It seems there is a really simple back mark, but again, it's just really toasted. I don't know. And I didn't learn my lesson from the last time I was out here. I did not bring any toothpicks. It almost appears military to me, like really old military, but I'm probably just seeing things. I don't know. If it dries up and reveals a number or an eagle or something fun like that, I'll let you know. But otherwise, we'll just keep moving for now. Okay, I just found a huge piece of iron I'm excited about. I know that doesn't sound right, but I got a screaming 17 signal on the Equinox, and I could hear it from Jupiter. So, like, you know, I raised the coil like a foot off the ground. I could still hear it, and that's how I knew it was going to be a huge piece of iron. But what's so weird, I was literally just thinking about these, and how I haven't dug one, but how we did find a broken one here about 3 years ago. I can't believe stuff happens this way. It's so weird. Like, I know you guys probably don't believe me, but I was literally just thinking about stirrups. I've got a complete one that is old as dirt. Oh my God. You have to wonder too how it, you know, it survived even though it's completely misshapen like this. It's bizarre, you know. And then I've wondered, because I was just digging those toasty tombac buttons, if when they just deforested this area, if they didn't have like a controlled fire or something. I don't know if that's a thing. You guys let me know. But based on everything we found in this area, guys, this is Colonial. I mean, and this is, you know, I will say it's interesting because somebody who commented on Green Mountain metal detecting video said that, you know, their theory about people losing shoe buckles was because they were going in and out of stirrups all the time. And I tend to agree with that, because how on earth do you just like walk away without your shoe buckle? You would feel something, right? Not if you're in a hurry to get on your horse. That's an outstanding relic. I don't care that it's all bent up, but it actually makes it more interesting that it survived. I'm speechless. I don't care what else I find that I know I say that a lot, but it doesn't take a ton to excite me. This is exciting though. This is like a 300-year-old stirrup that is just absolutely breathtaking to me. If I find out that it is newer, I'll put some information up on the screen. Hopefully I can narrow down the date range of this, but that's amazing. Whew, so sometimes big iron is good, guys. Dig it up every so often. You might get a stirrup or a cannonball or something else fun. Okay, we're gonna keep exploring now, and I'll let you know what else I find today, and maybe we find, depending where Nicola ended up. I've got no idea. Very thick and overgrown in here, but ooh, that makes my week at least. All right, I'm back with you soon. Well, it's pretty dark out here right now because I've been getting rained on. That wasn't in the forecast today, but anyway, got a 9 to 10 signal on the Equinox. It was reading pretty loud, so I figured it was near the surface, and it was, sort of. Where'd you go? There you are. Got a little button here. I didn't really look at it yet. Let's see. Why won't you focus? Oh, because it's wicked dark out. Okay, let's try. Here we go. Whoops, sorry. Slip of the camera there. It's almost like it's got something along the edge, or maybe this is just one of those backings to a really old two-piece. So let me brush that off. I'll come back. Okay, so yep, it's exactly what I thought it was. It's a tombac material back to a two-piece button. And unfortunately, as is the case with most of them, it is missing its pewter face. This is a really old button, though. That'll date anywhere from probably the late 1600s to mid 1700s. So nice and old. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so the field is behind me now. You can just make out the little rock wall. On the opposite side is where the cellar is, which is a few hundred feet away now. Just came in here to see if maybe this ledge was anything. I don't think so. I'm not hearing a lot of iron, but I did get a 15 signal, which is not a shotgun shell. Not sure what it is yet. I guess I would have to assume it's probably part of a shoe buckle if it's anything old. If it's anything old, I don't know. I've got no idea. This certainly could be like kettle brass or something. But I don't know. I don't know. That's just a little doodad. I guess we'll put it away, figure it out later. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That stirrup is just, that was so exciting to me. I've always wanted to find one. Everything else was just a bonus. And let's go take a look at that right now. Bum, ba, ba, ba. First day using the wrap-up board, and thanks again, Patrick, for making it so big and so obvious that I didn't find a lot. Anyway, that's okay. It's all about this today, but we'll get to that. So very quickly, going over what we have before it starts to rain. Got a couple of tombac buttons. Nothing too much to write home about, but I'll always take them, of course. Our gorgeous dandy button. This cleaned up kind of weird. It has almost the original like copper brass coloration to it. Really nice shank there, perfect condition, and actually you can see just a little speck of gold that's left over. I was hoping that would be all over the button when I saw that pop through, but nope, no such luck. That's okay though. And what else do we have here? The little button back we saw towards the end of the video. And as I was explaining, it would have accepted a pewter face, which sadly is missing. Also, I'm going to apologize for the wind. I don't know what's going on. Probably because it's going to rain and storm out, but yeah, I guess I should have filmed this earlier. You can see the trees swaying up there. All right, enough nature shots. Our drawer pull, which I was convinced was some kind of a buckle and just broken, but it's a drawer pull and it's broken. And I can't find the reference material I used to... or when somebody helped me ID this, rather. This is so distracting. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to end this really quickly very soon. This cleaned up really nice. That button I thought might be military. Just that scalloped edge kind of reminded me of Rev War buttons I've seen. I think there's a faint back mark on there, but I can't really tell. But either way, that cleaned up pretty cool. It's not every day you find little buttons that still have silver on there. And let's see what else. Our kettle brass. So hopefully, perhaps you paused the video to read the information on there. I couldn't fit a whole lot on there about kettle brass, but really is a fascinating topic, and I would encourage you to do some research on that, especially if you are hunting in the Northeast. This is an indication that I need to go back to that spot because this is just discarded kettle brass, and the rest of it was cut into points and tinkler cones, jewelry, that kind of stuff. So this would be 1600s all day long. And of course, last but most certainly not least, our exquisite Colonial stirrup. I will do an iron restoration video at some point. I've touched on it in the past as to my, like what my process is, but for the sake of this wrap up and the fact that we've got a couple of Widowmakers somewhere that could fly off at any moment, I'm not going to get into it in full right now, but it just came out perfectly. I did use electrolysis and Rust-Oleum rust reformer and a lot of wax. So, but more on that another time. I'm just really, really happy with that relic, and it definitely was a bucket lister for me. So all things considered, very happy with that hunt. All right, guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and remember, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.